Hi, good morning. If you're new to my channel, my name is Angela. Thanks for being here and listening to me ramble about how I'm down 57 pounds with Bright Lane eating and tips and tricks along the way. I upload every Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here to my YouTube channel, but I sometimes do surprise pop-up videos throughout the week. As a mom of a busy toddler that has a full-time job and blogs and, has a social life, I really can't commit to more than once a week uploading, but doing these YouTube lives sometimes in the morning and sometimes throwing up a midweek video, I can do that. But I know here on YouTube, people really like it when you commit to a schedule. So that's why I'm like, okay, every Saturday I have a video for you for sure. But look back over the past few weeks, you'll see I've been doing 2 or 3 videos a week. I have recipe videos that I'd share. I have tips and tricks. I have resources. I just did on Saturday, my weekly video was how to do Bright Lane eating and kind of a summary of the book. So this video is really going to be about how I get my day started and what is the best way to get your day started on Bright Lane eating. And by the way, the tips and tricks I'm going to give you, I have formulated for myself. They are what work for me, but also keep in mind, this is actually recommended by Dr. Susan Pierce Thompson, the founder of Bright Lane Eating. Sorry, I don't know why the dogs are barking. They probably saw the mailman or something ridiculous like that. So in the book Bright Lane Eating and in her Facebook page and on her YouTube channel, Dr. Susan Pierce Thompson, the brilliant genius woman who created the Bright Lane Eating program that has been wildly successful for me and tens of thousands of other people. That is so annoying. I'm so sorry, I cannot control them. Those are not my dogs. She does talk about the importance of a morning routine because Bright Lane eating is a routine. Bright Lane eating is creating automatic behaviors where you have no willpower in the equation, meaning you don't rely upon your willpower to make your food decisions. That is where most traditional diets fail. They rely upon your willpower. She says that the average American makes 237 food decisions a day. 237. And willpower is like a muscle. If you wake up and your biceps are strong, if you do 1,000 biceps curls, by the end of the day, your biceps will be tired. So that is why creating automatic eating behaviors is the best thing to do, because then the willpower is not part of the equation. You don't rely upon that. So you predetermine the food that you're going to eat on Bright Lane Eating either the night before or the morning of. I personally am one of those people that likes to sit down before I go to sleep and write in a journal, this is what I'm going to eat for Bright Lane Eating tomorrow, and then I commit my food, which is part of the program. You commit your food, like this is what I'm going to eat, and then you execute on it the next day. So in your mornings, either you commit your food and plan it, which many people do, or if you're like me, you did it the night before, you don't have to commit your food, which means that you're free to do other things. So I'm going to tell you the things I do in my morning routine on Bright Lane Eating. I wake up, and the first thing I do when I take my potty break, sorry if that's TMI, but usually when you wake up, you got to go pee. What I'll do is I will then do a daily devotional. This book is just what I happen to have handy next to me. This is Devotions from the Beach, 100 Devotions. This one's nice. Here's another resource. If you're not a Christian, I am a Christian, so I do like a Bible devotional. But if you're not, maybe read like inspirational brain food. This is the Path Made Clear book by Oprah Winfrey, which is really nice. That's a good one. Anything that gets your mind on a positive stretch, like get your mind on a positive wavelength, start your day with food for your brain that is really good and uplifting, if you will. So I do that. Then I do what I would recommend for you, a daily meditation that is basically just reading a short daily, I don't want to call it devotional, but a Food Addicts Anonymous book. And it's basically like February 20th, and it's your thought for the day, and it's a couple of paragraphs about why staying abstinent from addictive foods is so important for people who are a 10 out of 10 on the food susceptibility scale. In the description box below, I have the quiz where you can take the food susceptibility scale, see where you fall along that. I am a 10 out of 10. More than likely, if you are here watching this, you are probably also a 10 out of 10, which means that you should take that food susceptibility scale quiz, and then you should consider Bright Lane Eating. And I have all kinds of videos over my channel about how to do Bright Lane Eating and just, thoughts and why the program has been successful for me. I also come downstairs, and while my toddler is still asleep, he's still asleep right now, I'm looking at the clock, any minute now he's gonna wake up, so I gotta keep this one short. I make my coffee, and the way that Bright Lane Eating suggests you make your coffee is to do it black. A lot of people freak out about not having sweetener, and I was one of those people. And on Bright Lane Eating, you can have no sugar, no flour, and no sweeteners, which means no stevia, no sucralose, no aspartame, no anything, you know, none of those artificial sweeteners, even the natural sweeteners like agave syrup, whatever, you can't have it at all. And there's reasons in the book why you can't. I won't get into it here. So here's what I did. Here's my special morning cocktail that I am giving you this recipe to help you if you're new to Bright Line Eating and you're just like, I can't do black coffee, because that's where I was. Here's what I did. And I talked about this, by the way, in my Saturday video. My morning routine on Bright Line Eating for months when I was new to the program was that my coffee was 4 ounces of cold brew, 4 ounces of whole milk over ice. So I'm gonna say that again, 4 ounces of cold brew, 4 ounces of whole milk over ice. And that 4 ounces of whole milk is a half a protein. And then my other half a protein, I did another 4 ounces of whole milk, because 8 ounces of whole milk is a full protein. I did that other ounces of I did that other 4 ounces of whole milk in 1 ounce of oats, like dry oats, and 6 ounces of smashed banana with some cinnamon. That was my morning. And that oats plus 4 ounces of milk plus 6 ounces of banana, the 1 ounce of oats, 6 ounces of banana, 4 ounces of whole milk, was oatmeal. And so I would do that every day. I would microwave that for 2 to 3 minutes, stir it up with cinnamon. I would do that. I would have that at about 10 a.m. But when I first woke up at like 7 to 8 a.m., I would do the cold brew coffee and just drink it. You could also, if you prefer hot coffee, which today I'm going with a hot coffee, you do 4 ounces or 8 ounces of hot coffee and 4 ounces of whole milk as your creamer. And that gives you kind of like a sweeter taste, because whole milk has natural sugars, which is allowed on Bright Line Eating if it's, you know, part of the whole milk. And so that was part of my morning routine, and I did that. And oh, by the way, I also drank, you know, 8 to 12 ounces of water with some, you know, lemon squeezed in it. I also take morning supplements. I take Ultra Brain by the Energy Blueprint. That's because I have memory loss because I'm a mom, and so my brain is like always fried thinking about my toddler. So because of my job, which is really high stakes, I take a memory supplement, which has helped me. It's also, I think, boosted my mood, which I needed because I was falling into a little bit of depression thoughts. So that helped me. That I should also link that down below, because that is a resource that I do think has helped me. Again, I'll say that that's Ultra Brain supplement by the Energy Blueprint.com. I also take a biotin supplement because, as you can see, I suffer from a little bit of thinning hair. What else do I do? Oh, and I take a super immune supplement. So those are my 3 supplements of the morning. And then I do my coffee, I do my water, I do my devotional, I do my Food Addicts Anonymous meditation. I come down here. Oh, by the way, this is the most important thing I'll say that, I don't want to say it's the most important because I don't want to rank, you know, what's the most important thing. I do check in with my mentor. She calls herself my sponsor. She's my sponsor / mentor, Bright Line Eating buddy. I have a Bright Line Eating mastermind group, which the book tells you to do. Surround yourself by people who are doing Bright Line Eating or have found success on the program, because you are thinking in a way that is very different from the rest of society. So you need to shore up your resources. You need to surround yourself with people who think this way, because, you know, it's just hard to do it on your own. And studies have shown no matter what diet you do, if you have the social support component, you will be more successful. It is a statistically proven fact. So follow the program and find other people who are following the program. In my mastermind group, I have 3 women who are just like me that are very successful in their lives, except for weight loss. And so we're all finding success. It's funny because I'm the only one of the 4 that does Bright Line Eating traditionally. 2 try the keto way. 1 is doing like a little bit of a cheat. She's not a 10 out of 10 on the food susceptibility scale. She does like little tastes here and there. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't recommend that. It's very, to me, it's very dangerous. And I tell her all the time, I'm like, I'm not getting on you, and I support you whatever you want to do, but I'm gonna tell you, like, don't eat that food, because the Bright Line Eating program is like, eat just this stuff. So she hears me all the time. I don't want to lecture her because, you know, she's a grown woman. She could do whatever she wants to do. But I'm like, this is the program, follow it. But she's doing her own pace, and she is down 15, 16 pounds, I think, and she's looking better and feeling good. So you do you, boo, and I support it. So I always say, you know, what Dr. Susan Pierce Thompson says, which is keep your eyes on your own plate. And people may ask you for advice, but you are only in charge of what you eat, and your results are your own results. And if you see somebody that's not doing the program, that's not the prescribed way, don't judge them. By the way, I don't do the program the prescribed way because Dr. Susan Pierce Thompson doesn't recommend starting off with coffee. So there you go. I myself am not a shining example of how to do it perfectly, because my coffee, you know, she's like, some people are addicted to coffee, and so some people should not do Bright Line Eating with coffee. In fact, she says cut out coffee for 6 weeks, then slowly add it back in and see how you do. I have experimented with cutting out coffee before, and I was completely fine. A little bit of a headache because I was doing the low grade coffee. The cheap coffee from the store can get addicted addicted to you because there's mold and mycotoxins in it. When I switched to the higher grade, more expensive coffee beans and ground it myself, no headaches. So anyway, now I just do coffee the way I do on Bright Lane Eating, and it works for me, and I have zero complaints. So anyway, this is my morning routine video, and I hope that these tips and tricks work for you as well. If you have comments, drop them in the comment sections below. If you have questions, let me know. But I always recommend start by reading the book. My other big cheat is if you don't want to read the book, read the cookbook. I bought the book. First, I read the book 3 times. I bought the book on Kindle. First, I checked it out from the library. Then I bought it on Kindle. So now I own the Bright Lane Eating book on Kindle. Now, I always tell people, if you're like, I don't want to read the whole book because I understand a lot of people are resistant to that, buy the cookbook. Read the cookbook because the first 3 chapters are a summary of Bright Lane Eating. So anyway, I have way more tips like that of how to get started and a summary of the book in my Saturday video I just posted a couple of days ago. So go check that out. I have a playlist down below of all of my Bright Lane Eating videos. I have like 9 or 10 by now, and this channel will be transformed to more of the weight loss content because that's what I am really passionate about right now. I'm down 57 pounds. I love you guys so much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.